Hi, Elin.
Hello, Elin.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Hilda?
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late.
Do you sacrifice people to
Too
your
late.
god?
To help her finish her unfinished business.
Mm-mm.
People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think I have any loose ends. I don't know what that says about me.
Stealing. She mentioned she's being accused of stealing.
No. That's not a question for me.
Huh. Okay.
Stealing from your patients?
Mm.
Accused?
I feel like you're asking me questions about something
All right, let's go back to it.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do.
Maybe it's stealing? Did we say that?
Yeah.
No.
Why were you accused? Try the full sentence. Why were you accused of stealing?
I don't really have anything to tell.
What the fuck?
Maybe just patience?
That's not really important.
Damn. So whatever we're
I haven't
missing
had a
there
great day, to be
is not
honest.
in that sentence.
Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
I asked about Hilda. Why would you never do that?
Sorry,
Damn.
no.
Who accused you?
Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing.
Good call.
There
One
we
of the
go.
other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
What is HSK?
HSK?
Healthcare serial killer. You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off. Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
What's your talent?
Oh boy. What is your talent?
I can change my skin,
Oh boy.
Wow.
what I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
Oh boy.
Oof, okay.
Oof, okay.
Change your skin?
I don't know how it works. I just know that it does.
Okay, great.
All right then.
Comfort them?
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone. I've shifted a few times now. I honestly couldn't tell you how many.
Oh.
I need
Okay.
proof. What were you doing on Valentine's Day?
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date. Different to what I'm used to.
What are you used to?
I'm not sure about that.
Hot date?
I don't know. Sorry.
Were you at the beach?
I think we've got a bit off track. Maybe you should...
Lady?
Girl.
Okay,
Actually, I had a hot date.
right.
It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date. Different to what I'm used to.
Who did you go on a date with?
Yeah. Who did you go on a date with?
His name is Max. He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
What is your type? Shapeshifters?
I don't know. Are you happy, Doctor?
Yes, I am happy.
You seem happy. You have a very positive energy.
Thank you for that affirmation. Tell me, let's ask about Max.
I've known Max a couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
Where did you go on your date?
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier.
Okay.
Checks out.
Checks
Held
out.
hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab, and I went
Bit of a
home.
kiss.
What time did
Alone.
you go home, maybe?
Ah, yeah. What time did you go home?
I think it was about 11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to. If you think I need an alibi.
Alibi? No, there's no follow-up.
Oh. Check with the taxi company to confirm her alibi. Okay. I mean, I guess it's possible that we could do that eventually, but that's there. So, yeah, this one.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Really? What did we miss in that?
Great day.
Yeah.
I don't really have any... I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do.
What's the name of the girl? Terry?
Terry. Yeah. Tell me more about Terry with an I. Nope.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do.
Uh-huh.
Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
And we already said Hilda?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, if we can potentially ask, like, what's wrong with Hilda?
Maybe just this.
What's
I
wrong?
feel like you're asking me questions about something I don't know anything about.
Uh-huh.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse. I think we've got a bit off track.
Damn. What a short phrase to have nothing come out of it. What are we missing here?
I haven't had a great day. Tell me about your day.
No. I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Just, how is your day?
That's not really...
Or, like, how are you feeling? Part-timer.
Mm-hmm. Are we at, like, a 20-hour work week now?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, how are you feeling? Or...
Maybe let's focus on another one and see
Okay.
if we can unlock
to help
that.
her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
Messy?
Yeah, messy?
Dr. Dekker almost certainly had unfinished business. He didn't know he was going to die. But it's too late now. That's why I have to help Hilda while I can.
Did that give us anything huge? No. But that cleared that up.
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late.
What if... How can you tell?
I can sense it. You know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum.
Yo. Is that something we can ask you about? What? Tell me about your mum. Could she shift? Could she do stuff too? Lady, there's so much I want to ask you.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
No.
Of course you wouldn't steal.
Of course you wouldn't steal. What are we missing with this?
I hope your day gets better.
Yeah.
I don't really have any...
Let's
All right,
turn
let's
that
just
frown upside down.
Let's just do this. Tell me about Dr. Dekker.
Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day.
I'll take it.
3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it.
Well, that's that. What did you talk about?
I think we've got a bit off...
God, lady.
You still can't get over it?
I feel like you're... Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker.
What did you talk about in your session?
Yeah.
I don't really have anything to tell you.
Really?
Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it. Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
What kind of good mood?
We talked about families, I think. Our mums. I probably spent far too much time talking to Dr. Dekker about my mum.
Yo.
Tell us about your
yes.
mom.
Tell us about your mom. I knew it from the beginning.
My mum's a nightmare. I said she was into all this new age stuff, right? So she thinks she can tell me what I should be doing all the time because she got a message from her spirit guide that said I'm not eating well, or I'm not getting enough sleep, or I'm not looking after my inner moonbeam or whatever. It drives me nuts. But she's my mum. I love her, so I have to take it.
Your inner moonbeam?
Oh, we can't ask about... There's more follow-up to that. Maybe...
This fucking Hello Elin thing is gonna...
Drive me crazy. It's the thing that will end this.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest.
Why haven't you?
I don't know. Sorry.
What phrase in there is the key?
I haven't had a great day, to be honest.
It's this line next one. Is
Someone
there something
accused
in
me
here?
of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
God, this is...
So frustrating.
Yeah.
I can't figure out what it would be. Let's just maybe go to a different... Maybe let's go back up here and just... What kind of good mood?
We talked about families, I think. Our mums.
What's Dekker Docker's?
What's Dekker Docker?
What's Dekker Docker's mom like?
I'm saying mom.
Yeah.
Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a few issues. That's what I liked about Dr. Dekker. It wasn't just him asking me questions and analysing me. He talked about himself as well.
Maybe
What
that's a
did
clue.
he-
I've had a great day. Thanks for asking.
I feel like you're...
Yeah, maybe I've had a great day. Honestly.
That's not really important.
Wow.
Uh-huh. It's rude. Do you want...
I'm sorry you've had a bad day.
Oh.
I think we've got a bit off track.
All right, let's hint this thing.
Hint. Hinthal.
What? We've been asking that.
Oh, I don't think we've asked that specifically.
I guess you're right.
What did they accuse you of stealing?
What did they accuse you of stealing?
This?
Oh.
Oh.
Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
I feel like we were on that path, but like,
Yeah.
Okay.
But fair enough. We didn't ask that.
Elin accused of stealing. Said it started with the locket. What else have patients given her? Okay. What else have patient? I don't think it's gonna work.
I have
Oh,
a few other things.
okay.
A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
Tell me about the locket.
That's not really important.
What?
Ask me something else. This?
Right.
Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave
Oh.
it.
Tell me about Alice.
Tell me about Alice.
Alice was one of my favourites. She never held back, spoke her mind about everything. But she had a wicked sense of humour.
Okay.
What's in the locket?
I don't really have anything to tell you about that. I have a few other things.
I imagine I have to ask about the ring.
A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable. Just
Maybe trinkets is the word?
really.
Yeah. Or China bird.
Why do they give you trinkets?
I want to answer all your questions, but I'm
Ay,
not
ay, ay.
really sure what you're asking me.
All right, tell me about the trinkets.
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I mean, I feel like
Her response there, like the way that she talked about it there, made it sound like they didn't give it to her. She like took it after they died.
yeah. I mean, no, I don't think you should have kept it. Yeah?
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. Sorry.
Never mind.
China bird.
Tell me about the China bird.
Nope, okay.
So everything led to here, to this trinkets. No, I don't think so.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
Watch it again.
Yeah.
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
Yes, you are wrong to keep it.
Really? I don't see the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and all the other nurses just don't understand.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
Oh, thank God.
Bye, Ellen. Bye forever.
Bye, Ellen. I hope you hate me and never come back.
Let's talk to Jaya, just because I don't know if the game is going to be like, you waited until the end to talk to Jaya. Now it's too late and Ben's dead. Like,
Understandable. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Jaya.
Talk to me, Jaya.
Hey you. Thanks for helping me with this grief thing. I'm not sure I have it though.
Tell me about Ben.
Yeah.
So, should I get a solicitor or shall we try and talk it out with him?
Let's talk it out.
Let's talk it out.
Good choice. I'll go and see Ben to see if I can get him to call off the dogs. I have no idea what's gotten into him. Perhaps it's his mum.
Ben's mom?
She was cuddling him like he was 6. He's 25.
Cuddling him?
There's
Oh,
no
there's no
follow-up there,
asterisk.
so...
Okay. Talk to me, Jaya. Tell me
Hey,
about your
you.
grief.
Thanks for
All right,
helping me.
yeah. Tell me about your grief.
Free.
Your grief.
Oh, I don't really know where to start. I feel a bit numb. Maybe we should just talk about him.
Tell me about Dr. Dekker.
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
Okay. What do you think of Elin?
Was Scarlet one of them?
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe who is Scarlet? Let's try that.
Yeah, who's Scarlet?
I've been waiting on this one. Who is Scarlet?
It's very interesting that you asked me that. It's not something I can answer, though.
Was it Scarlet?
Yeah, I think so.
Tell me about the patients.
Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police. Almost all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates, but Dr. Dekker didn't introduce any of them.
Tell me about Mariana.
Mariana is a special girl. You know, there's something about her that just makes you want to follow her. Maybe that's what a trendsetter looks like.
What?
Tell me about Elin.
I want to go. Can we go back to? Was it Scarlet? Like, who does the one person we were supposed to ask about? Do you remember?
Scarlet is the person he's been on a date with, yeah. Did Dr. Dekker date his patients? Maybe just ask her that.
Okay. Whoop. Damn. Okay. Tell me about Elin.
Elin seems like
Elin.
a lovely person. I'm not really sure why she's here.
'Cause she thinks she's a shapeshifter, dog.
Nathan.
Oh, I just want to cuddle Nathan all up. He's such a mess. He's always in the same clothes. He barely talks to me though. It's the same hello every time. He reminds me of Tom.
Who's Tom?
Who is Tom?
Tom was a quiet mess, like Nathan. Youngish, in his early 20s. He taught piano, but he did have a strange hobby.
What was his strange hobby?
Tom liked to base jump. That's basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground. He started to think he could fly. Dr. Dekker tried to talk him out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute. Can you guess what happened?
Did Tom die?
Did Tom die? Did Tom fly? I guess it doesn't
What do
matter.
you think, dummy?
What was his strange hobby? Base jumping?
I've got no idea what you're talking.
What else was in here?
Tom liked to base jump. That's basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground. He started to think he could fly.
Have we asked about that?
Dr. Dekker tried to talk him out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute. Can you guess what happened?
Without a parachute? Ugh, I don't know.
Sorry, Doctor.
He thought he could fly?
I don't...
Talk him out of it?
Shit. Alright, let's go back. We'll come to that later.
Okay.
Tell me about
Claire.
Claire seems to be shaken by something. I offer her drinks every time she comes in, but she always refuses them. It's as if she just wants to come in, get her session over with, and then run off to do something else. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
She wants to tend to her dead husband.
Tell me about Bryce.
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger. I don't think I like him that much. Sometimes when things overrun, he's outside waiting for you, and he stares at me as if he's undressing me with his eyes. He's not the first person that's done that, but still, it feels worse coming from him.
Damn.
Okay.
Wait, who are the other two people
Jasmine
that we haven't talked
and,
to?
I can't remember. Lacey.
Jasmine and Lacey. Yeah, tell us about them, because they're already orange, and I don't know how to deal with them.
Yeah. Tell me about Jasmine.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Interesting.
I just don't...
Tell me about Lacey.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Okay.
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you'd fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to
Chats.
work
fit it
late
in.
with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
How late did he work?
We'd work late together on all
There we
sorts
go.
of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order.
Patterns?
Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might have had. That's what led them to his office. He'd study everything, even the referral letters. Yes, letters, parking tickets, holiday destinations. I find those referral letters He was sure there was a pattern in them.
Yo, get on that, though. Okay, now we're back to the damn strange hobby.
Tom liked to base jump. That's basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground. He started to think he could fly. Dr. Dekker tried to talk him out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute. Can you guess what happened?
Tom fell to his death. Maybe it's that simple?
Maybe.
He did die.
God damn it.
What
He
the
was hit
fuck?
by a rock
God damn
from
it.
further up the mountain. He
Really,
never got
Jaya?
to fly. Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock. I wish I'd said goodbye.
That's look, that's dumb. We said, did he die? Tom died. Did Tom die? Dead? Die?
We said
did Tom
everything.
die?
It had to be fell. It had to be like...
Did he fell to his death? Like, fell specifically?
Rock?
It's very interesting that
Okay,
Hold
sorry,
on.
I was busy.
I was busy being pissed. I wasn't
he
paying
did
attention.
die.
Okay.
He was hit by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly. Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock.
Never got to
I
fly.
wish I'd said goodbye.
Said goodbye.
What would you have said? Fuck it. That's not even a real sentence, but I don't care.
I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Dekker. It was so sudden. Here, then gone. He resigned anyway, but that's not the same, is it?
Huh. All right, what about this one?
On Valentine's Day, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire Castleford at 11 and that nurse, Elin, at 3. Everyone else cancelled. You should see this place Christmas Eve. I was at home though, so I don't actually know who came in. Dr. Dekker did phone and ask me for Nathan's number, which is a bit strange.
So Nathan's thing checks out.
Right, Nathan was called by Dr. Dekker.
Right.
Elin came in, and who was the other one? Claire?
Claire, yeah. Cell phone number on Valentine's Day. Okay. So this one is a big...
I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Dekker. It was so sudden.
Oh, probably he
Here, then
resigned.
Gone. He
Why did he resign?
Dr. Dekker resigned shortly before his murder. It's sad, but doctors come and go and only poor Jaya remains. I've got his resignation letter somewhere. I do all the hiring and firing around here. Well, Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that.
Oh, that
Alderby
Professor
is like in charge.
Huh.
Interesting.
Very
and I
interesting.
guess he was recommended to him. And that's okay. Let's check this out.
To whom it may concern, please accept this letter as my notice of intention to resign from my position. Love,
D.
Dr. Dekker.
D. Okay.
Love, Big D.
And this was the 11th. So he's still operating on the 14th?
Yeah, he was still...
Maybe he needed a 2-week notice?
Yeah.
Okay. Bryce or Claire? Let's go to Claire because Claire met with him, yes?
Yes.
Where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze! We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze! Not enough time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze!
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC! What are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
It's a promotional broadcast.
Yeah, now sing music.
It's a promotional broadcast.
Bring the strippers and booze!
It's a promotional broadcast.
I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.
It's a promotional broadcast.
You got